Hi everyone and welcome back to another Spotlight video. My name is Ben Garwood and I am part of the Street Manager Business Change team. Today I'll be talking to you about training, including what our recommended approach would be and the different training techniques that are available to your organisation. I'm aware that people watching this video may have experience in rolling out training in the past, and so the things that I cover in this video are only recommendations. If this has worked well for you in the past, or there are other options that you prefer to choose from, then please feel free to do so. For any organisation-wide training to be successfully delivered, first you should be aware of your stakeholders' needs. This is carried out in the pre-work phase of your approach. To achieve this, we suggest you carry out a readiness assessment across the organisation so that you have one single document that can help you understand the training needs of your stakeholders, how ready they are for the change and what dependencies are there in order to successfully deliver the training. There is a readiness assessment template on the business change section of GitHub website. Please feel free to use this link if you feel it would be helpful for you. The pre-work culminates in the creation of a high-level plan which you can take forward to the delivery phase. The diagram in the bottom left of the screen demonstrates that training should be tailored to specific groups, depending on their needs. A one-size-fits-all approach is likely to leave everyone ill-equipped for the change. Once a block of training has been completed, it is important to measure how successfully it achieved the initial objectives that you'd set. You can then iterate your approach for the next group, ensuring that your training is as beneficial as possible. This delivery approach means two things. Firstly, you're more aware of the specific training needs of each stakeholder group so that the training becomes more tailored, but it also allows for continuous improvement. So for example, if something didn't work well in Group B, you can adapt it to work for the following groups. Secondly, it allows you to develop your training as the product itself evolves. So for example, currently the contractor functionality is in the process of being developed, but the permit application functionality is complete. So you can train people on what is already in existence, i.e. the permit functionality, and they can practice that process while you wait for the contractor functionality. Then when the contractor functionality is available in the system, in February for example, you can then train them on that, but they will already be confident in doing the permit journey and the general street manager interface. The third and final assessment phase is only started once all the training is delivered in your organisation. Remember that you will have measured each block of training already, giving you a good understanding of what went well and what didn't. This is a chance to take a step back and determine how successful the whole training program was by carrying out feedback sessions and retrospectives. By retrospectives, I mean sessions where you would ask participants to share what they felt went well and what could have been improved. By doing this sort of activity, you can first understand whether you've actually met your training objectives, and secondly, decide if it was worth the resources invested in the approach. This gives you a strong case to apply your learnings to other projects. We've outlined a few different methods and channels that you can use to train people within your organisation. We've defined methods as the different approaches to learning based on the training needs of the user. So for example, if a user has used a system similar to Street Manager before, they will most likely require less of a hands-on approach from the trainer, like e-learning, whereas a face-to-face approach may be more beneficial to those who are less experienced with systems like Street Manager and are likely to have a few more questions. You can also use different methods based on your organisation's situation, i.e. spread across different regions or lack the resources needed to carry out face-to-face training, for example. Channels, however, are the different ways in which you display the material being used to train the user. You can change which channel you use based on how the users learn best, i.e. visual learning versus kinesthetic learning. The three main takeaways I'd like to highlight from this video are: 1. Focus your efforts on the pre-work. Make sure that plan is well thought out and dependencies are identified early so you don't run into any delays. The sooner you can begin to plan, the better. 2. Realistically, things change on a daily basis, so update the plan as you go to ensure the training is delivered successfully. And 3. Finally, there is lots of documentation available on GitHub. Please feel free to have a look at the templates, videos, webinars and support materials on there if you haven't already. Whether you have carried out training before or not, they can be used to save you time and give you a head start. Thank you for watching this video, and feel free to get in touch with us via email on streetmanager@dft.gov.uk or on the Street Manager app, which will be launched soon, or you can also contact us on our Slack channel if you have any questions.